Welcome everybody to Midnight Sun. This is crazy. We are here and we're about half an hour away from the sun being due south of us in the middle of the night, but the sun's up. It is so bright here. I'm wearing glasses, not sunglasses, so that I can read the screen a little bit, hopefully. Yeah. That's Jaron. Hi, Jaron. He's got some stuff going over. Here comes Elizabeth.
What's up?
Yes, I'll show him. I'll show you all the experiments here in a little bit. So it's gotten colder. If you saw some of the pictures we posted earlier, we were running around in t-shirts and stuff, and we're out at this remote spot, and it's not quite as sheltered, but also it's colder because it's the sun is lower in the sky. So, but I will, you know what? I'll show you. Got a custom shirt. Got a custom shirt just for this event. Thanks to Peter Markley for designing the shirt. Right. They said don't wear cotton, but I tell you, it's really not all that different temperature right now than Minnesota. So it's still cold. But all right. Here it is. Let's see, I can take this off. Take this off. You've got Nathan, son of Tom. So Nathan Thompson. Yes, that is Nathan Thompson. Face on a horsey poo, and he says, "He thanketh thee for playing." There you go. You search for MC Tune Fourth Wall, you can find that. All right, now I gotta get this back on. It's chilly. So here we go. Hold on. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Critical Think over there laughing at me. All right. We're going to do some experiments now. Actually, we're going to do a measurement now. I'm going to show you some of the other experiments that we're doing and setting up. Not everything's even set up yet. There's more to do. So CT, did you finish your gravity measurement to your satisfaction? Do it. Here, come over here. Come over here. Explain to my audience what. There's Critical Think, everybody.
Yeah, so the floor's too springy in this little hut they got here, and so I'm gonna have to do it again when we get back to the other camp. because very difficult to get a reliable reading.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's doing a gravity measurement. So, all right. Back to I'm back dressed up warmer. 1,500 in the audience. Wow. Okay. So it's not yet solar midnight, and so until it's solar midnight, I'm not going to call it. And I don't know. You might even argue it needs to be 24 hours of the sun circling. Though none of us here are. I mean, it's there. It's there. I'll show you. I'll show you where it is. We are. It's at 2:30. Right now it's 2:06. So here you go. I have no idea if you can see it. It's so bright. There it is. Okay. I'm in front of it now. So there you can see right here illuminating my hair. There's the sun. Boom. Over here. Now I can, let's see. It's useless. I can't see the screen when I do that. So anyway, this mountain, we're away from the camp because that mountain is too high. And I know it's too high. You know how I know it's too high? Because when I got here, I pulled out the theodolite app and I measured the angle to the sun, or sorry, to the top of the mountain. And it's more than 13 degrees. It's 13.8 or 13.9 degrees. And the sun is half a degree. So even if it's the bottom of the sun at 13, it still would not make it. So there you go. All right. My battery fell. So got Dave McKeegan taking a picture of me. We are going to do at 2:30. We're going to do a what I call a reverse Eratosthenes measurement. So normally when you do an Eratosthenes measurement to measure the radius of the Earth, you look generally toward the equator. So you are outside. You can do it from inside, but you're like in the United States, we're outside the Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn equator, and you look toward the equator. And when the sun shines and the shadow is its shortest, you measure the shadow then, and then you do not a whole lot of trig, and you figure out what portion of the circumference of the Earth is between you and the GP of the sun. But when we do it in reverse, what I'm calling a reverse is this it's right here, this tripod. You would take it when it's the longest, because when the sun doesn't set, it's on the other side of the South Pole. It's on the other side of, and it keeps going all the way up past the Tropic of Capricorn. That distance is known because we know the distance between lines of latitude, so we can measure the radius of the Earth. Again, all by ourselves. So Critical Think and Dave are going to help me do that when it's time. I'll show you another one here. This is the sun directionometer, and I haven't set it up yet because I haven't set everything up yet. But here's the paper, and Max sent this, and I'm going to load it up right now. And he marked it where north is. So it is. This is a pretty cool idea he had. I like it. So, all right. There you go. Piece of paper that goes in it. He cut them to size. So there you go. Paper's in it. This slides on top. There you go. And he's got north mark. So I'm going to go set this down. I'll set it down when I show you stuff. So I got 20 minutes for a little tour. I know Will did talked about the experiments briefly, but I will talk at length a little more about the experiments we're doing and show them to you. That means I'm going to walk around with a laptop. So because I'm live streaming this from my laptop. I have it's fully charged. I have a battery to keep it charged. Things don't last as long here in the cold, but right now it's running off of, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep the battery with me just to keep it going. So I'll put it in my pocket. Then let's see. got a lot of things, a lot of pockets. So, all right, there we go. Plug it in. All right, and we'll go the opposite direction of what the sun is doing. Oh, there's Will. Hey, Will.
Hey, everybody.
Okay. Here is what will be the reverse Eratosthenes. This is a tripod, and it's casting a shadow. You can see my shadow next to it. And so we're going to measure the length of that shadow, and we'll measure the height of the tripod. And because that's a pretty tall height tripod, that tripod will cast a long shadow over there, and we'll get the radius of the Earth. So here is, I think this is just, I don't know whose this is, but it's not doing anything. Looks like it's a GoPro camera on a stick. But all right, here is this is a P900, and it is I don't know if it's Jaren's. I think it's Jaren's. So that's a P900. It's got a solar filter on it. They're getting sunspots. This is Jaren's right here. Let me make sure everybody's doing well. All right. I'm just making sure everything's good. You hear me? You see it? We got almost 2,000 live. That's a lot. Okay. So this is a motorized mount. I gotta make sure I don't bump anything. And Jaren has this set up to track the sun, and he's taking a picture of the sun every about 15 seconds, I think. This is the double Insta360 right here. These are Will's. You can see the Christmas themed bag there. I sent him those as a recommendation. These are 90 degrees offset from each other, and they are 45 degrees offset from due south. So when the sun is due south, there will be no stitches on either of these cameras. And these cameras are doing inception. They're both watching each other. They're recording regular video, just regular video, for 24 whole hours. We calculated how much, or Will did, how long it can record a video onto the memory card, and it'll go the entire time. Here we got Dave McKeegan stuff, another Insta360. This one is doing a time lapse, and this is Dave's camera with a solar filter on it on an equatorial mount. Sorry, I'm coughing. It's dry here. So, and it is taking a picture every once in a while of the sun with sunspots. He's got a solar panel going. Think about this. It's 2:30 in the morning almost. He's got solar panels powering it. He's got a boot right there. He's got a boot with batteries in it, powers in it. Dave's got a lot going on here. He did a ton. Here we have one of my favorites. This is from Critical Think. He brought it, but it's actually from Where's Wally. This is, I cannot see the screen. Holy cow. This is the Jaronometer. This has two types of solar sundials. Man, I can't remember. Why did I forget that? One is angled, one is not. The one that's angled is angled at 10 degrees. We're at a latitude 10 degrees off of the pole. And then inside of it has a camera pointing up at those hard drives platters, which gives a reflection of the sundials. So you can see the sundials in the reflection, and the GoPro is inside that little styrofoam case where it can stay warm and be protected. Right now, it doesn't need to be too protected because it's rather It's not that bad. All right, this coming up here, this is Jonathan's. There you go. This is another DJI. It's one of those little mini handheld things that track. And so he pointed it at the sun and said, track the sun. And it's just tracking the sun. It's just moving with the sun. So there's that. We've got over here. This one here is Candace Owens' Rumble channel right here. This is right there. That is a phone, and it is, you can see the boot hanging from it. The boot is where the battery is, keeps it warm, and it's hung on the tripod, weighs down the tripod. That's a phone live streaming to Candace Owens' Rumble channel, the 24-hour sun. Very cool. Mark Herman got that going. All right, I got another one to show you here. This is, let's see, it's just begun. This is from Janusz Takis. That tripod there is set to 165 centimeters. And you can see this chunk of ice behind me here. That chunk of ice is on the line that's due south from it. And that's how long the shadow will be in 12 hours from now. So that's how we know. Anyway, he pre-measured the prediction based on the globe. He calculated how far the shadow, how long the shadow should be for 24 hours, and wrote them out. So I'm going to draw out using chunks of snow how long the shadow should be over 24 hours. And okay, I'm going to put out the one that Max did. So Max, here it is. Here's the first one. It's going to go next to the gyronometer. And it's got a, it doesn't matter. It's got a north facing side. I'll set the north facing side north. There you go. So that's done at midnight here. Local solar midnight. So pretty cool there. That'll go 24 hours from now. I'll pick it up and we'll see if we got the right pattern. Of course, we know it will because we're here. We see the midnight sun already. So 2:18. We got just a couple minutes to go. We got Dave out there doing a little bit of work on his thing, his camera stuff. Can you send me your phone location screenshot DM? Okay, yeah, you know what? Who wants my location? I will write it. I'll say it to, I'll read it to you. Normally I wouldn't do this because then you'd know where I was living. But I'll all right. The location is Antarctica. I don't know if you can see that. There is the coordinates. I'll read them to you here. 79 degrees, 44 minutes, 24 seconds south. 82 degrees, 48 minutes, 21 seconds west. Antarctica general elevation 2330. Okay, again. There is the GPS position of where I am right now. How do you argue that? This is live updating. It's not a screenshot. You see that? That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool there. All right. You know what? I'm going to read a little book to you. I tried to get this book to its owner, but I just didn't have time. And I don't know if I'm going to have time next time because I'll have to do customs. But I know that I can read it right now and it will be enjoyed. This is a book owned by King Crew. He won it. I never sent it to him. I even met him in person since he won it and I didn't bring it. That's on me. There it is, King Crew. This is Baby loves gravity. Baby drops a noodle. Plop. Puppy gobbles it up. Slurp. Why does a noodle fall? Because of gravity. Everything is made of matter. The amount of matter is called mass. Puppy, less mass. Baby, more mass. The earth, lots more mass. Mass makes two objects pull together. This pull is called gravity. Weak pull. The earth has a lot of mass, so it has a strong pull. Jonathan's walking by.
He's very excited to read this one.
You want to read? You want to read?
Yeah, let's keep going. The earth has a lot of mass, so it has a strong pull. Strong pull. Can you guys see that? When baby drops something, the earth pulls it down. Baby likes to test this, and puppy likes to help.
You have to read the slurp part. They like that the best.
Slurp. Gravity is everywhere. Moon, less mass. Earth, more mass. It makes the moon go around the earth. And the sun, lots more mass.
No, you need to put more feeling into lots more math.
And the sun, lots of more mass.
There you go.
The earth go round the sun. Gravity is even at the park. Baby climbs up. That's it.
No, there's.
I go too
think
fast.
It's hard to.
My daughter always says, "No, Dad, you got to slow down. Got to read it slow."
There you go. There you go.
Oh, okay. And gravity helps him down. Whee! Baby loves gravity. A lovely book. Thank you for letting me jump in.
Thanks for reading it. Thank you, King Crew, for letting me borrow it. Still. All right. What time we got? 2:23. All right. We got about 7 minutes until I need to mark the distance there. You see that shovel over there? You can see the shadow going. And so we're just gonna put the shovel where the shadow is so we can measure it. And I'll have my lovely assistant, Dave McKeegan. He's gonna come. You wanna say hi?
Hi.
You can say more than hi.
Hi. Greetings from the soundstage at Punta Arenas Airport. The McFlatty for President of Antarctica. We've got a 24-hour McToon going on around here as well. Stop circling.
I am loopy. I'm so tired.
The circling tune.
Oh,
Oh, thank God we've not got the 24-hour moon.
oh my goodness. How you doing? Are you tired yet?
I don't know what the yeah.
When did you wake up?
I'm lost.
6?
Yeah.
6. And it's 2:30 almost.
Well, my body clock has been destroyed the whole way here. I had a flight from Heathrow that took off in the dark. It was 14 hours long. It landed barely just getting light. So it just felt like the longest nighttime ever. And then, yeah, Chile was so chaotic. My body clock was destroyed. I was going on very little sleep.
We didn't rest in Chile.
No.
No.
Well, when was it? What day were we out?
Oh, middle of the night?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I've lost track. I'm bad on days of the week anyway, but we'd had pretty much a full day of walking up and down a beach with the trundle wheel, measuring longitude, and then we were out for a meal, and then I went to bed at about 11, and then woke up at 1:45, being informed that Toon was down on the beach and that there was clear skies to get star trails. So we were down on the beach capturing the stars. Toon decided to go back to bed. I basically just hung around in the room until about 4:30. So about 45 minutes back up in the room just to warm up, and then went back downstairs to capture sunrise.
was fantastic sunrise.
Mm-hmm.
Though that with the solar filter.
Yep.
So cool. So good.
So we managed to go in the space of about 5 hours. We pretty much destroyed flat Earth before we'd even left
Oh
for
my
Antarctica. We'd captured
left Punta Arenas.
left Punta Arenas. We captured the South Celestial Pole, rotating the wrong way.
Yeah, sunrise south.
Sunrise,
East.
yeah, sunrise easily detectable southeast because I'd recorded it with the Insta360 and shot it with the solar filter as well to see the sunspots and confirm that it is actually a sun and not a bloody big projector on a balloon. All in the wrong direction for flat Earth. And then stayed up for the rest of the day. Intended on getting some sleep and it just never happened. I think I was running on about 5 hours.
That was the day we had orientation, right?
No, that was the day that Jonathan was doing interviews with everybody in our hotel room, so I couldn't actually get to the hotel room to do any sleep.
No, he did the interviews. No.
Yeah.
The night you didn't get sleep, then the next day was when we had the orientation.
Oh, yes, it was. Yeah.
Then the next day you couldn't get sleep because Jonathan was doing interviews.
Yes.
Already sleep deprived.
Then I managed to get some sleep last night, which seemed to have actually kicked my ass because I woke up very, very tired. And then, yeah, the adrenaline has just been pumping so much since we got here. I mean, the flight over, I cannot put it into words how insane that flight is. The views that we had getting over here. And then, yeah, just the sheer excitement and I think the pressure as well for me, because that is getting that tracker with the solar filter working is
it's not easy.
One, it is not easy. It took a lot of trial and error, but I mean, amongst the 24-hour circling sun being one thing, getting the sunspots, fixed orientation, sun size not changing, and absolute proof that they're not swapping it for a different sun elsewhere. So yeah, the pressure of just trying to get that to work.
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
2 minutes until local solar midnight.
It can't be local solar midnight. I can still see the sun.
It's right there. It's crazy.
That is the confusing bit for me because the sun is just constantly up. So before, when Will was going live, it's like it's 10:30 p.m. and my head is just going, it can't be 10:30 p.m. The sun is sitting up in the sky like it's
brighter than noon on a day in England that doesn't happen. That doesn't pretend England had a day once where there was no clouds.
Yeah, the 3 days that I've seen sun in the UK, it's sort of like that.
It's not that bright.
No. But so yeah, it's just constantly the times keep getting changed. Oh, Toon's coming up to me because you are now coming up to me saying it's nearly 2:30. I'm thinking it's 2:30 p.m.
Yeah. All right, 1 minute. So this is when it is at like this is the one. This is right here.
That is as low as the sun goes. I'm going to check my.
All right, thanks, Dave. I'll stand right in front of it. There you go. That's as low as the sun gets. It's still 229. Right? Look at that. Look at that. So cool. And it's above that mountain. It's hard. It's like it's really difficult for you to tell because there you go. Look at that. There's a good gap between the sun and the mountain because we're far enough away from camp. Right now at camp, they're in shadow. So, and there it is, 2:30. I'm going to go mark. Hey, you talk to him for a second. I'm going to go mark this.
Oh, shit, the sunset. Sorry, Toon. I'm going to turn back around, guys, just so I can see the screen because I have no chance otherwise. I've honestly been struggling. These are Polaroid, the Polaroid glasses that tell us to wear Polaroid, and UVA protection for the eyes and stuff. I can't see my own camera screen, so I keep having to try and sneak a peek. Where are we at? Somebody asked, "Where's Whitsit?" Somebody asked, "Where's Whitsit?"
What's that?
Somebody asked the question, "Where's Whitsit?" Now I need to ask. I need to answer the question. I need to answer that question.
Yeah.
But the answer is going to sound rather hilarious. Whitsit is currently under a table.
It's not.
I will
Okay,
jump in. I will jump in to defend it. Just the answer is too funny. So you've shown them the little hut that we are in. So that there it is. There's the little shelter hut, and that is it. So literally all our gear is buried in there. ALE have provided us with a bunch of just everything, haven't they? Tea, coffee, snacks galore, drinks, and all sorts. So there's very little space. There's a few tables and all the stuff's piled on the tables, but we are here for I don't know, at least 24 hours. Knowing Will, he'll probably keep us here for the full 4 days. So we've brought the sleeping bags and everything, and it's just a case of lie down where there is space, and the only space is really under the table. So Jaron was buried under one table, Whitsit's under another table, Will's lying in the middle of the floor at the moment. Mark Herman is currently lying in the back of the big snowmobile truck that brought us here. I've got too much adrenaline to actually sleep, and I can't because I've just got to keep an eye on that thing.
All right, I'm going to show him the snowmobile thing. then I'll you want to help me measure that?
No, I can help you measure that. I'm gonna go put these in the bowl.
All right, I'll show them the snowmobile first. All right, this is what we drive around in. It's I don't know if you can pick one up very easily down at the used car lot, but we all rode in this. Ready? There it is. This is what we ride in. It's got 4 snowmobile tracks and a big up in the cabin there. It's super thick. It's well insulated, but the thing is a beast. It's an absolute beast. So I'm going to show you the shovel. So I used a shovel to mark the shadow length. So here is the tripod. Right here, there's the shadow going out, and the top. I crank the tripod as tall as I can, and I put the shovel in right there. So that's how long the shadow is, right there. So we're gonna measure it. Critical Think is over there talking with Jonathan. So bear with us as we do this. Then I'll come back and I'll read stuff with you. All right. Where's the shovel? There we go. All right. This is going to be...
That is the shovel. This is going to bury flat earth under more snow.
Can we just bury it right here?
I think it got buried about 3 days ago.
Gosh. Yeah. I mean, this is the cake. That's the frosting. This is the coffin. That's all the nails. The coffin is made of nothing but nails. I don't know.
No, I think it's just not the birthday candles.
So I have 2 2-meter folding rulers, and that is a rather long shadow. So put it from right underneath this.
Okay.
Yeah. Then we'll leapfrog. Need a plumb bob. I know. Do as good as you can. Is that right under?
As far as I can tell, that is pretty much under. It's not straight.
I need to hold that from moving.
Yep.
Okay. Is that good?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So what?
Yep. Flip the other end. 0 here. We got 8 meters and 28. All right, 8 meters and 28 centimeters. And then we need to measure how tall this is. You want that? 8 meters and 28. Don't let me forget.
828.
One 185.5. 185.5. I gotta write that down. All right. You remember the first one. Don't say it. Because all right, I'm just going to write it down quick at the back here because I don't want to forget. All right, 8 meters.
828.
All right. There we go. I'll do these numbers later. I'll put it in the journal later. So wrote them down here. They go in the journal later. And now we will know. Not right now, but in a little bit. You critical think got something for me?
Oh, thank you.
All right.
Good catch. Good catch.
Oh, it's right there. He's putting a mic on me. All right. So, all right, my eyes. So it's later, the sun is lower, and I'm like, well, this really isn't a whole lot different than Minnesota. So, and I do this in Minnesota all the time. So I figured, well, I'll do it now. I'm fine. Anyway, that is the prepared portion of the show. And what do you guys have to say? All right. You have something?
Yeah, depression.
Depression?
Well, I've just checked.
Yeah.
Because I suddenly thought, hang on, when I was setting the camera up that's now pointing that way, I was only pointing about that way.
Yeah.
My time lapse has only been running for 4.5 hours.
Yeah, you got 20 more.
Yeah, I know. Hence the depression.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yeah, like we're taking turns. I don't know if Candace's camera. I didn't.
I don't know. I don't know. Both Will
Is-
and Mark are asleep.
Oh, okay. Well,
Were we meant to turn the camera to keep a track on?
I think we should.
I'll go.
I think. Yeah. No. Hold on. Can you go look on Rumble to see where it's at?
That's on the.
Yeah. There you go. All right. So we've got Icy Spin says, show us both suns or GTFO. Well, there's only one sun. Sorry for that. We got Yanish Takas. Yours is, I'm going to be prepping that later. So I haven't had time to do it. And I will be using snow chunks to put yours together. But Yanish says, finally, at the place where the sun always shines, Flurfs can shove their ideas into a place where the sun never sets. All right. We got, it works well with gloves here. These gloves. Says, I've never seen such behavior in the war room before. Who's met a member for 46 months. Says, God bless MC2. Thank you very much for that. We got Omega Red says, in the words of Gomer Pyle, I can do his words, but I can't do his voice. Surprise, surprise. And I don't know Gomer Pyle enough to actually get that. Icy Spin says, let's go for 2K. It's 2.7K. Wow, 2.7 thousand people watching at the same time. This is amazing. So many at the same time. We got Dave coming back. What do we got?
Laptop.
What's that?
Whose laptop?
Critical Think?
Is it on Critical Things one?
Well, no, I mean, Critical Think's laptop can get to Rumble.
Oh, right. Okay.
And then the hard part is finding her channel. There's a couple. I don't think we have to change it too many times. So the thing is that it's not on a motorized mount or anything. It's just a cell phone pointing at the sun. Oh yeah, of course. He's gonna pull it up on his phone. Me. I'm gonna do it.
Well, is Rumble? I don't know.
Rumble. You go to rumble.com.
Oh, I don't want to.
He's getting a little grumbly. You can tell. Speaking of grumbly, Bert Rickles, I was a little grumbly at you. Lack of sleep. I'm sorry. All right. I'll let him. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
If my phone sticks to me hand.
If me phone sticks to me hand, don't lick it.
The phone or the hand?
Don't lick the phone.
Rumble can help if I could spell.
R U
No, I am not.
M Billy. What do you?
Wait, okay.
All right.
Candace Owens podcast or Candace Show podcast?
I don't know.
Oh,
the one that currently has a live stream going.
how do I know?
Well, there's the one that says live. Tap that. Nope, not that one. Go back.
You want to be careful, Toon, or I will tell everyone what you did to McFlatty.
Well, I don't know if it counts as being against the law here. Right? Right. There's no official rules about that.
Excuse me. We were still in Punta Arenas when you shoved him in that overhead compartment.
I don't acknowledge that.
Well, I hope it's still in play because there's 1,400 people watching.
Okay. There it is. Okay, so we've got it's maybe two-thirds away. So in I don't know, in a while. All right, we're good for now.
I could have just done that.
All right. The Arctic Express. Oh, the Antarctic Express. See, he used to be the Arctic Express. Now he's the Antarctic Express. See what he did there? They're pretty good. That's pretty good. Says Toon and Critical Think have some amazing live video editing skills. They've got Critical Think upside down the entire time so far.
I think that's why we might be grumpy. The blood's rushing to our head.
That's right. Angel Gamer says R.I.P. Flat Earth. Alejandro Vallejo for 50 Mexican pesos says, do the Flurpies there feel smarter or dumber now that they know we Globers, normal people? We're right all along. They've been fine. They've been and we're not trying to do anything. Jaron, I really liked what Jaron had to say. I think that was good.
Yeah. I think Jaron coming on this trip, I think for me finally getting to meet him has sort of it's been good. Because I know I've managed to stir things with Jaron inadvertently in the past, and I didn't mean to. So I was just going off bomb information that you gave me.
It's my fault. It's all my fault.
Most things are.
So, for reference, I had thought that Jaron had deleted a video so that people wouldn't see that video, and he took that. But before, like between when I made that video and you made your video, I had realized that wasn't the case. I was wrong about that. I unlisted my video where I said that.
Yeah.
And I had talked to him, and so the thing is, Jaron had deleted from YouTube a whole bunch of videos because they had this same content from the moon landing guy, Bart Cybral, who will do a copyright strike on people, and you can't just unlist a video. You can still have an unlisted video copyright striked. So he had to delete them so that they couldn't be struck, but they're still on his other channel, his rock.
But I never knew any of that. I didn't know it was all the other videos. I'd never seen the original. I just knew that Toon had referenced it. But in fact, did a video specifically about it. So I made a reference to that one particular video getting removed.
It's just a passing reference.
It was
though,
a
right?
passing
Yeah.
reference. It wasn't anything major. It was just a one-off sort of offhand remark in the middle of a video. Thought it was one of the first videos I did. It was nothing more than that. And I'd never give it a second thought until about a year later, when you then messaged and said, Jaren's not happy with you because you... I didn't even realize.
Yeah.
But obviously by that point, it's kind of too late to really do anything about it. But in fact, it was pretty much one of the first conversations me and Jaren had, walking up to one of the restaurants, and I kind of explained everything. He was happy with it. So it's been good. It's been constructive. And Jaren's really been trying to sort of piece all of this together. It's been great to see, and we've been getting on. Lisbeth's been sort of trying to piece it all together. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's been all around very good. So the plane was cool. There were it's a 100-passenger plane, and in the front section was, I think, some staff that were coming down.
Yeah.
The main section of the plane, there was us and 2 other people.
Yeah. That's
it.
There was the 9 in our group, Will's bodyguard, and then some.
So a guy is here. So there's 11 guests this week. There's 70 some staff. There's 11 guests. And so the guy is here. He's going to do some skiing and some other stuff. And I think he said he wanted to be on every continent. So that's what he's doing. But he's bald. He's got broad shoulders. He looks pretty tough. And so he came to the meal, whatever night it was, 2 nights ago.
Some number of nights ago.
No, it was last night.
Oh, it was. Yes, it was.
That was last night.
Yeah, it was the one ALE put on for us.
Wow, it was last night. Okay, so he came to a meal last night, and he's sitting right next to Will. And then when Austin, Jaren, Lisbeth were outside and doing their live stream, in their comments,
I'm just gonna.
All right, in their comments, somebody had said something about the bald guy being Will's bodyguard, and then I can't remember. When they went live, every time I'm getting peppered with all sorts of comments. Anyway, so somebody had said something about that's his bodyguard because every conspiracy possible is proposed, and that was one of them. I told the guy, he laughs about it. He comes up, he's like, you know, if there's any trouble, he puts his arm around Will. Any trouble, whatever, and he's just eating it up. It was great. So, all right, let me read this from. Okay, I already did. They've been great. How about that? We've got Kuiper says.
Let me grab that.
Thank you. Tuesday night from Antarctica. There we go. Oh, the hat, the everything. It's getting colder, and he can't handle it.
I'm not from Minnesota.
Look at this. Can you see? What do you think of that? You can't see the expression, but I can feel his expression. It's Nathan Thompson's face. Peter Markley, such a good job.
Rest assured, everybody, I can guarantee, even though we are at the ends of the earth, Toon is still being as childish as ever. He's not poking the hornet's nest. He's just took the shovel and twatted the thing.
No, but it's at Nathan. I go, Austin, you'll appreciate this. I show it because Austin and Nathan, you know, they got a little bit of. Anyway, he kind of laughed at it. It was good. I think it was good. So, all right. Expend ability says Jaren is so over it at the moment. Is he sleeping right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is Austin sleeping?
Austin, Jaren, and Will are all flat out.
Yeah.
I didn't check on CT. He could be slumped in the chair again.
We caught CT sleeping. He's just sitting in the chair, leaning back like this shortly before Will went to, and he's wearing his goggles inside. He had those big ski goggles. And yeah, get the picture. And then he beside that, there we go. we got a picture of him, and then like I sat down and like I was gonna put my arm around him, but I couldn't because his head was too far back, and I woke him up. Anyway, we sent that to the wolf pack, all the other Aussie debunkers. So you find it yet?
I've found it. I've just
Okay.
Yeah, I need my stylus pen.
Me stuff. Is that I need me stylus pen instead of my stylus pen? Is that a regional thing?
Yeah, the same way you can't pronounce Craig.
You mean Craig?
Yeah, that guy. So I can't.
Little higher.
Little higher.
Right there. I don't know. Go closer.
Can we see?
I don't know. It's so bright.
Yeah, I think we got a little bit there. Everything's backwards. There we go. There's CT fast asleep. And then there's Toon. Yes. It's been fun. It's been fun. I don't think Austin was pleased with me before.
About he had a little dig. What was that?
Well, he started the conversation. He just came up to me. He's like, "Oh, Dave, you're from England, aren't you?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, made some remark about, "Oh, is that why you don't have free speech in England or whatever?" And I was heading off out anyway. So as I was going out, I said, "Don't worry, Austin." I said, "Us Brits aren't going to arrest you for talking crap in front of Mount Rushmore," and then just left.
What did I do? I did this. I was good. I know. That was great.
But you know, it was all in good faith.
It was. We had a little back and forth when we got in the big orange thing. He's like, what was it?
Inertia.
Yeah.
Inertia doesn't exist.
Inertia's a fictional force. He's like, doesn't exist according to your model. I'm like, just because of the name. It's just like it's covered probably the second week of physics in high school. I don't know. So anyway,
if the truck had hit a wall, he'd have realized it was a real force.
if you can get injured with inertia, then tell somebody who's been in a car accident that it's not real.
Yeah. My glasses are steamed up.
All right. I'll read this while you can't. Nerd pedantic alert says, all right. Says Mac Toon, seeing it for yourself, aren't you finally forced to admit that sodium is the major cation in Antarctica? Oh my gosh. Did you know that sodium is the major cation? So I was debating Trey Hutchinson, and he found a paper, and he's reading this paper about Antarctica, specifically about the makeup of the geology, I don't know, near the shore. And it says halite is ubiquitous. Sodium is the major cation, and chloride is the major anion.
So it makes perfect sense.
Yes. So he thought that ubiquitous means it's everywhere, but he thought it meant it's everything, number one, and he did not know what cation meant. And I said, read it again. I had him read it 3 times. I said, what does cation mean? He said, well, it's the thing. It's the what? It's the major thing. You know, it's the classification.
We should have bought a spirit level because this is like the world's biggest ice rink.
We have a spirit level.
We get Kevin doing this.
Oh, can you see Kevin out here? Oh my gosh. He'd go all the way. Look at it. He'd just go and go and go and go. You can just don't stop, Kevin.
He'd wind up back in Punta
Keep
Arenas.
going. Well, Punta Arenas is that way.
Okay. But no. Oh, no. We're not at the South Pole. Everybody's not north yet.
Oh, yeah. There's a 700 miles that way. Hold on. I got a cough.
Sounds more like you're dying, but okay. I still can't see.
Is it? You're not supposed to write your name in the snow in yellow, right? I haven't.
We have. I think everyone's going to be interested to hear that we've learned a lot actually on this trip. But one thing I learned in particular last night talking to the ALE staff is baggage handler at Punta Arenas Airport is Santos Bonacci's dream job, because all of the human waste in ALE, in the toilets, there is one toilet for ones and then another toilet for twos, and they collect them all and they put them on the flight back to Punta Arenas so they don't get dumped. So there is a person in Punta Arenas Airport who has to deal with all of that. Well,
if his Santos wouldn't have to deal, it would be get to deal with it.
No, he would. One of the hangars would become Bonacci's brewery.
Oh, that'd be. Oh my gosh, Bonacci's brewery. Genius. But yeah, there's pallets with thick plastic walls, and it's this full, you can see, of what color is it? What color is it?
Which one?
The liquid.
Oh, the liquid is yellow.
No, but is that what color it actually was in the container?
I don't know. I wasn't paying that much
Whoa,
attention
my
to
goodness.
it.
I'm colorblind. I can't tell you. I have to rely on you for this kind of stuff. All right. When we get back over there, you need to tell me. All right. I'll report back to you.
Yeah, I'll send you the picture.
It is something here. Those mountains. How far are those mountains? They look like they're. Hold on.
Oh, East Coast mountain. Oh yeah, that entire
mountain
range.
These mountains here, right here, these dark ones that don't have snow on them. It's like I could just go run to it.
Yeah. Just little bit of a jog.
Just a jog.
Yeah.
But they've told us, they're like, oh, all of these, that's like
12,
I don't know, 12 miles away?
No, 12 kilometers, I think it was.
12 kilometers. Incredibly far away. And
yeah. Well, it was a 10-kilometer marathon
marathons are 23.
No, the ice marathon that they did here.
Yeah.
Isn't the loop here? No, I thought it was a 10-kilometer loop that they'd made.
Yeah.
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 And it took them like 3 hours to run it.
Yeah.
So it would take you like 4 hours to run to those mountains.
Oh yeah. Okay. He's tired.
Oh, Dave, for fuck's sake, Tony. You know my name by now.
All right. Let's see here. This one here. What's that? What is this? Do you know? That $50 says. Anyway.
Real dollars, Canadian.
There you go. No. Greetings from the channel. Systematico lives in Brazil. Oh, that's reals, Brazilian reals.
Yeah, real dollars.
There we go.
I told you it was real dollars.
Is that what you said?
Yeah. Let's just say that's what I said.
Okay. He's the flat earther's biggest terror. He is also trying to go to Antarctica. Flat earthers are in panic with the midnight sun. Oh, so Systematico lives in Brazil. He's the flat earther's biggest terror here. Okay, awesome. Com2MS. If now I what do you call a person that can speak 2 languages? Bilingual. What do you call a person that can speak 3 languages? Trilingual. What do you call a person that can speak 1 language?
Me.
American.
And you still get it wrong.
And you. How do you only speak 1? Didn't you take something in school?
Yeah, they did German and French. And well, I mean, if you can class like I don't know, 4 words, speaking a language, then yeah, I'm fluent in many.
Anyway, so I don't speak Brazilian. He's supposed to correct me on that. Portuguese. But if Systematico, I emailed with somebody. I don't know if that was him or not. Anyway, I'd love to bring him on and we can do some crushing, but I'd be happy.
I will be back.
All right. I'd be happy to talk to him about this trip. All right. Anyway, thank you, Com2MS. So we've got Digital Demonic Davros says it's 3:30 p.m. in South Australia and 31 degrees Celsius. I envy you. So this reminds me, everybody. Now when it was 2:30, that was the best time elsewhere to take pictures of the sun's sunspots. That's the best time. That's not the only time. So I know Dave has asked for it, Will has asked for it, and I've asked for it. And so obviously we would all very much like you to get lots of pictures of the sun with the solar filter. Send it to all three of us and we'll have different things that we do with it. And I will be, the biggest thing I'll be doing is I'll post them on the Wikipedia site so that it's right in my eyes. I dropped something. Hold on. I dropped the hand lotion that I made. My daughter put my name on it. My daughter and I made this together. It's beeswax from Minnesota, coconut oil, olive oil, and then a combination of avocado oil, apricot oil, almond oil, and meadow foam seed oil. It makes a really nice lotion. Okay. Do take those pictures though and send them in to sun@mctoon.net. Also moon@mctoon.net if you get pictures of the moon. Dip@mctoon.net for dip of the horizon. The flight down here, the horizon was never clear enough. So that's 4 flights, not clear enough to get a single measurement. So if I can get them from you, that would be fantastic. And Eratosthenes, Sticks and Shadows at local solar noon. Chance Johnson says, can you real quick explain what time it is for you and the multiple time zones in Antarctica? There's lots of people thinking that you are lying about the time since Google says it's 6 p.m. Okay. So since the sun is up 24 hours a day at not Punta Arenas, at Union Glacier, where I am, I'm moving around because I want to stay warm. Since it's always up, it doesn't matter what time you pick, right? You pick a time and everybody works from the same time because it's dark for part of the day and light for part of the day. But here it's light for all of the day. So they don't it doesn't matter. You can pick whatever time zone you want. So even though we are currently west, don't quote me on that. We're currently not in the same longitude as Punta Arenas. It doesn't matter. They just say, we're going to choose the same time zone as Punta Arenas because their local hub is out of Punta Arenas. So they use the same time. It works out nicely. So the other places around Antarctica can do that, but they tend to also choose, depending on the situation, different things. So if they do lots of things, if say you have a country in the northern hemisphere that has a base in Antarctica, but they do lots of things with a different country that's in the southern hemisphere at a different time zone, then they might choose to use their time zone. So like, I don't know what time zone they use in McMurdo Station. Somebody in the chat probably is already typing it. So anyway, so that's why. And it can get confusing. So they just say, we choose Chilean time. That's it. So, Icy Spin says, camera inception, cam filming, the cam. Yes, that's absolutely what we're doing. There's 10 cameras here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 cameras here. And yeah, they can see each other. The VR cameras can see each other. So yeah, all sorts of cool stuff. Radium Soup says you're going to be able to pay off your house with all the super hats you're going to get on this stream. Riptoon's ability to get through them all. No kidding. My toes are already cold. Mr. E-Man's been a member for 19 months. He says, do the Flat Earthers have an adequate supply of copium? I don't think Amazon will be making fresh deliveries. You know what? They're fine. They may or may not move on. They may or may not accept it. They may, right? And the ramifications for it. And they're like, even though there isn't curvature. Well, of course, there's curvature. So Josh Garver says, third super chat from Josh Garver says, oh man, third super chat on the Antarctic stream. What an amazing thing. It's weird because for some reason Josh Garver always is listed as his third super chat. I don't know why. JSS Tiger for $10 says, what will I do without the Flat Earth entertainment? It's a target rich environment. There's plenty of other derplings out there. Now that Will completely destroyed Flat Earth. It's 3 a.m. Will, what are you doing? All right. He's moving the camera for Candace. Yeah. This isn't just us doing this. This is Candace Owens, right? And there's a lot of nuts. So we're working on that. We're getting that set up. I'm in here on this computer, pulling it up on Rumble to watch it and see what's going on. I go, and somebody comments this, somebody comments that, and I go to Mark, who's the director. I go, oh, there's a lot of flat earthers in here, and he goes, yeah, it's Rumble. That was it. It's like, I don't know. The derp is not going away. It may change form, but it's not going away. Leslie Rower says, dude, do you know you're in Antarctica? The first time I left the U.S., it took me a couple of days to realize I was truly in France. Because of the whirlwind schedule, right? It's everything's weird. Plus, just it's this amazing place. It's so amazing. You upgraded your mittens?
Yeah, my fingers were getting a little bit cold, so I went in and I laid them all up because I'd like to keep all of my fingers and toes.
That's a good idea.
Otherwise, how else can I count up to 16? Well, I've only got.
Oh yeah, I get it. Right. Did you notice he did not say 17? You mind if I go get a little more warmth? You'll have to entertain them.
Can you hold on 2 minutes while I just go and check?
Yeah. All right. Silver Phoenix Rising for $5 says, this is great. It is great. This is fantastic here. You know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to do this so that I can rotate. I'm going to move stuff. I have things on the little platform here. The ALE staff. Wow. They are something else. They they have been so amazingly helpful. I can't believe it. Okay, they set up this platform. You don't know what this platform looks like. I'm going to show it to you. We're out here at this remote spot, right? This is where we're at. And we're like, well, we need a platform. So they built this. they ratchet strap these things together, these two plastic containers, put a bin on top, put plywood on top of that, so that we can live stream from here. Isn't that great? How nice is that? So, all right, I'll move a little so you can see more of the scenery. This is a little boring scenery. This here, let's see. How about that? Okay, I think I can read it. We've got Doug Fraser says, have you heard of the famous bank in, hold on. So when the sun is shining right on the screen, if there's dust on the screen, I can't read it as well. So I got to get the whole, there we go. Have you heard of the famous book in social psychology called When Prophecy Fails? I suspect your flatties may undergo similar process, may end up more committed to flat earth. They could, but will it be, I'm sorry. I clicked a button that made a super chat go away that it didn't read, and I can't get it back because it's already scrolled off. I'm really sorry. I don't even know who said it. But it's 3:12. It was over an hour ago. I'm so sorry. I apologize. The way it works is there's a star. It's starred, and if I unclick the star, hold on, I'll see if I can. Oh, I gotta take my gloves off to scroll. It's kind of chilly here. Not too bad. Here we're going. Scrolling. How you doing, Dave?
Hello, I'm back.
All right.
I can't see anything, but I'm back.
Oh my goodness. I'm scrolling way back. All right. Well, there you go. There it is. Holy cow. What time is this? All right. I can't. I'm sorry. I'm just going to have to say I'm sorry. Okay. I'm going to go get warmers in my boots.
Okay, great.
I'll be right back.
What am I doing?
I
can't touch screens. I can't do track.
That's okay.
Yeah.
You can just can you dance? Can you quote Monty Python?
He's not the Messiah.
There we go.
He's a very naughty boy. Do we go with this is an X flat Earth? Oh God. Yes, God. Oh my God, God. Yeah. This is. Oof. I can't even look at the chat. I can't see what's going on. Toon's just, pissed off. But see, no, this is yeah, crazy, guys. Oh God, I'm too tired. I am genuinely too tired. We're all half of us are still up, half of us have been sleeping. Yeah, I think me and Toon are slightly delusional. Wouldn't be surprised. I can't. I'm gonna have to just fight it and stay up for 24 hours because I've got the EQ mount. In fact, I could take you over to show it. Then Toon's gonna think I've nicked his laptop. Come with me. Yeah. Okay. Where are we? So here we go. So I've set up a 360 shooting a time lapse, and then I have the equatorial mount and a solar panel, and then that black thing down there is actually one of the heavy insulation boots that ALE provide for us to wear when it's really cold. But instead I figured it's a thick boot with a load of heavy insulation in there that's rated down to like -70. So I've shoved all the power bricks in there along with a couple of heaters, thinking it's also black so it'll absorb the sun. And then on the EQ mount is the telephoto lens with a solar filter that is currently looping around, capturing said bright thing that hasn't gone away for a while, in order to get a clear view of the sunspots so that you can see there's no rotation to the sunspots, but more importantly, to make sure that the sun, because all you'll see is no glare, you just see a clear circle, that the sun stays the same size all the way around the full 24 hours, which is categorical proof. If the angular size is the same in every direction, then the distance, relative distance, north, south, east, west must all be the same, which probably means we'll wind up with an AE map that's centered around Antarctica, but that's a problem for another day. But at the moment, the tracking, because I know I covered it in the video that I did, my EQ mount is one that I've only ever used for tracking stars. So, namely, Northern Hemisphere, aim it towards Polaris. So, set the base level, elevate it to match your latitude. And then you look through the spotter scope in it, and you use a little app on your phone to find where Polaris should be relative to the center of the scope based on your location, so that the EQ mount is then perfectly aligned with Earth's axis of rotation so that you can get perfect star trails. Works great when you can actually see the stars to reference off, but obviously I am trying to set that thing up blind. So I literally had to level the mount. I have to aim it to almost 80 degrees, I think we're at here, almost 80 degrees latitude, but the latitude markers go from 0 to 90 in 3-degree increments. So all I had was 75 degrees and then lots of little lines. So I've got to try and roughly gauge where within those lines it is. And then also I need to make sure it's pointing perfectly south, whereas normally you would use a compass, but we're that close to the pole, the magnetic declinations all over the place. So we've had to be, we had critical think with the GPS unit walking to work out what direction he could walk, that the longitude didn't shift. That was north-south, so he drew a line in the snow for north-south. I then had to basically look down that line that he'd made and work out where along that mountain peak it looked like south was, and then try and aim the scope in that direction. So it's been a case of literally every 10 or 15 minutes at first, going out and seeing where was the sun in the frame. Was it drifting? Was it drifting up and down or left and right, to try and trial and error, basically get the thing working, get it as close to perfect. And it's almost there, but it does seem to move a little bit in the frame. But I've kind of got to the point now where I'm just sort of, every time the drift is so slight that that's about as good as I'm going to get. And I'm just going to have to go out pretty regularly and just reframe the shot slightly. But that kind of means that I've got to stay up for the full 24 hours to do it, which is, but I mean, I'll be honest, it's, I'm also kind of working on the theory that I just want to absorb as much time here as I can. We have 4 days, and then after that, I am probably never going to get to come back here again. So I am just going to take in every second that I can and spend as little amount of time sleeping as possible. Kind of gives me a lot of time now to also get the camera going, or get my other camera, I should say, and go taking a load of photos and videos just generally about the area. And oh, hello, who are you? You're not McFlatty.
McFlatty's still in the overhead compartment.
McFlatty, I vote McFlatty president of Antarctica.
I don't think they have presidents.
But they should make it a special one for him.
Who's they?
They. Or anti-Tarctica.
You did the dad backhand.
Oh, are you practicing?
Just, I don't know. Oh, risky.
Oh, okay.
All right.
So yes, I was just explaining to the viewers my ordeal of I'm going to have to stay up for 24 hours
Yeah.
because
Is that not tracking right?
it's tracking
But
as
you have to tweak it.
well. It's one of those that because I don't have a star, because I don't have a clear-cut reference marker to go off.
Yeah.
It's all trial and error and just nudging them out here and there and just tweaking. It's so finite. It's so small. I'm gonna be here all bleeding night trying to refine it anyway. That I'm just going every now and again and just making sure it's not drifting too much and reframe it.
All right.
Yeah, because it's not cold enough, so you've put ice in your water.
Well, all right. So they brought us hot water and warm water, and I'm like, I want cold water. So they're like, you can put snow in it. I'm like, okay. I put too much snow in it. There's still a lot of snow in it, but I can put some more warm water in it. But this does say
It's all right. You should see his other one.
you want to go get the other one for me?
No, I do not.
No?
I do not want to be touching your waste bottle.
I haven't used it yet.
I'll take your word for it.
All right, maybe I'll show them later. All right. Oh, I brought something for you.
Oh, yeah. Great.
Oh, I can just a second.
Are you going to feed me?
All right. Oh, hold on.
It's okay. I can.
Did I hit your tooth? Are you okay?
I'm being physically abused on life.
That's Dave's spittle on my thumb.
Took the aeroplane into the soundstage hangar. Just
I know, you're
crashed,
supposed to
just
do
crashed
that.
into the bleeding door.
All right. Better.
How's this for entertainment, folks?
Hmm.
A grown-ass man being fed crisps. All right.
Chips.
Oh.
No more?
Give me a minute to eat the next one.
Here's the go.
Can you maintain at least a hint of professionalism, please? We are supposed to be working and representing the world here. And you're going to have to scroll down and catch up on the chat because I can't use your trackpad.
All right. It's chilly here.
Yeah, I know.
Not too bad, but
I wanted to get the heaters on in my gloves, but I think I've left the cable back in the camp.
oh, the other. What do you have? Show us what you did.
Oh, for the. Okay.
Yep, it's got to be up here though. Let me read this one from Doug first. Have you heard of the famous book? Oh, I already read that one. Okay.
Oh, hang on. I'm not going to do it on that hand because that's a hand that I'm more struggling with the cold with.
So these have a zipper in the back where you unzip it and your whole hand comes out. But he pimped his ride.
Well, ALE told us to bring liner gloves and then thicker windproof gloves and then over mittens as well. But I do tend to suffer with fairly poor circulation. My fingers go quite cold very quickly. And this is
it was from when you were a dancer, right?
Oh yeah. So they're the typical sort of liner glove that I would wear that Toon is modeling. However, that wasn't sufficient for me. So
They just more gloves just keep coming.
oh yeah, there's more to go.
It's like a clown car.
Hang on. All right, I'm gonna open these back out so I can get some dexterity to my fingers. So these particular gloves, the outer ones, are ones lined with silver, which apparently is supposed to be really good at helping keep your hands warm. Apparently, it reflects the heat that should normally radiate out back into your hands. However, I then went one step further.
Oh my gosh, there is.
I told you there
Oh
was.
my gosh, there's
So,
5 layers.
Right. So you can
This
buy,
is great.
yes, you can buy heated gloves. You can buy the ones that have a little battery in. I have a pair back at home. The problem is that they only last a few hours, and then batteries run out. You've got to recharge your batteries, and your hands go cold. So I thought, wouldn't it be better if you could have those kinds of gloves, but with USB power? And seemingly no one has thought to make those yet. Or they do, and they only warm up like your palm. So I happen to find, get that, these little, they go right the way up my fingers, but
All the way up.
all the way up there. So they are shaped like gloves, but they're heat pads.
So you purchased that pad.
So I purchased the pad, sewn it to a thin liner glove.
Did you do the sewing?
No,
Who?
I got my mum to do it because she's actually good at sewing, and otherwise I'd have wound up with like fucking needles sticking. My hand would have looked like Hellraiser if I'd have been left to do it. So the plan was power cable, then the same on this hand, and then run both of them.
Up the sleeve?
Yeah, so there's a splitter cable with a USB. You run it up the sleeve, down your coat, and then just carry a power bank around in your pocket. And you'd have constantly warm hands for as long as you have power.
That's great.
However, I can't find the rest of the cable. So that leads me to believe that in the chaos before, I think because I left an empty suitcase back at the tent that I didn't bother bringing, I think I might have left it in one of the pockets there. Either that or it's buried somewhere in that duffel bag and I just can't find it. But
Yeah, so we got to the camp here and we get, I'll back up farther. We get off the plane, we bring our, I need to back up one more. Okay.
We left our homes and flew to Chile.
Not that far. So we're on the plane. We have with us our big red bag that has in the big red bag the puffy coat. It's giant. If you watched last night, then you saw me put it on. It's not cold enough to wear that. But we in the plane we changed into our cold weather gear, and we didn't know really how cold it was going to be, how windy it was going to be. So we put on all the stuff, and so we got these giant coats, hard to get down the aisle. We're carrying all of our carry-on with us.
Fucking Wolfpack. The Wolfpack are trying to phone us.
Really?
I don't know. They're putting a group call out, but I can't.
Oh, I can't.
You can't.
My,
You better tell them. You better tell the poor people.
okay. So this. All right. When I say what was we talking about before,
I'll forget.
it was
the big red coat like Santa.
big red coat coming down, and then okay, where does that go to? All right. Anyway,
Wolfpack.
Wolfpack. So
WhatsApp.
So they use WhatsApp here to communicate with us about plans and stuff, our liaison to ALE. And so I'm like, well, I'm going to need a WhatsApp account, but I don't want to use my personal cell phone. So let me use my Google Voice account. Well, WhatsApp knows Google Voice phone numbers and says that they won't take it. I tried several other things. And in the end, I'm like, I'm just going to have to get a phone. So I got the cheapest refurbished phone I could from Track Phone. And what do you call that, Dave? What do you call the cheapest flip phone that you can find? That's a burner phone. So I got myself a burner phone. So I got that, got the WhatsApp account. We're using it, and I'm using it. It says your account has been suspended for suspicious activity. I'm like, what in the world? Okay, he's gonna look for the cable for suspicious activity. Like, I don't know why. Obviously, it's not right. So I did an appeal. Comes back not long later, says you're good. Now you just need to re-authenticate by sending a text message to the cell phone. I have the cell phone with me. Not a problem. Send the text message. Don't receive a text message. I'm in Chile. I got just a cheap burner phone. I didn't get the international calling plan on the burner phone. So I can't receive the text message on the burner phone. What am I going to do? I can't get it till I get back home. I'm like, I should have left it at home. I could have had my wife. I might have. I'm like, should I bring this? Why did I bring it? I knew leaving the house that I didn't have an international calling plan on my burner phone. Anyway, so that's where I am. I got a burner phone for WhatsApp, and my WhatsApp account was suspended, then re-enabled, and I just need to get a text message through to my burner phone, and I can't do it. So now I'm back to where I was as if I just didn't have the burner phone. So there you go. All right, let me read a couple more here, because then when Dave comes back, we can maybe get. Do you want to hear the story? Let me read a couple, then I'll get to the story. Icy Spin says Josh Garver gave big money so we can all watch Toon. Oh yeah, there are people. Josh, Lisa, Portal, Dave Kirchner, Bryant Meyer, gave a lot of money. Thank you very much. I'm gonna do not right now, but I'm gonna do a thank you stream, and I'll read them off. So there we go. Let's get this one. Silver Phoenix Rising says, what is Witzett's excuse now? It's well, I don't know what it's gonna be. I don't know. Will he pivot? Will he say, okay, got it, it's a globe? It doesn't matter. Like, for some reason, he just wants to be wrong about everything. It's, how about being right? Instead of just saying, oh, here's all this good evidence. You go, oh, I found this one person that said this thing, and that's what I want to believe. That, like, stop. All right. We got Brenda Creates says, I've been making the rounds. Flirts are losing their minds. Dearth made a prediction. No 24-hour sun. Urgent message for me from the wolf pack. Yes.
Put your sunglasses on. They say your UV is worse here.
And that's true. I can't read. Tell you what, I'll try reading.
They said, did you hear that?
All right, I'll try. Let me see. All right. Okay, I can do it. Can you bring that in? All right. That's what McKeegan got the stuff for. So I have, these are reading sunglasses, but they're only in the bottom. So in order to read, I have to do this. So if you see me doing that, that's why. So Darth said no 24-hour sun. Oh, my taunting caused some flirts to put some money up. Not a lot, but they did on the bet moose. So guess who wins? Everybody wins. Wally, who made the gerinator, gerinometer, he bet. Wally accidentally bet wrong, but then he bet right, so he's good. This is getting more frozen, but I can top it off. Okay, we got. See, this is hard to read now. It's still hard to read. So, oh, it's because it's in Not American. Can you read this? Right here. Read that right there. Right there. What's that say? It's an A.
That's an A followed by another A, and then a bin.
I don't know. The last. It looks. Is it Greek?
Why are you asking
Do you think it's Greek?
I don't. Anyway, I only came out just to say that my hands are getting too cold for it. So
All
I'm
right.
gonna stay in. I'm just gonna go and check the camera again, make sure it's all still where it's supposed to be, and then I'm gonna go and get back inside.
All right.
Warm my hands, get some editing done. But I just didn't want to abandon everyone. I wanted to come and say thank you and bye.
All right. Thank you.
For now.
So long, and thanks for all the chips. Crisps. That's from my thumb. All right. Well, to the one who has this on the screen right here, thank you very much. I don't know what it says, but thank you very much. See if I can read this. The rabbit says, CGI background, you pre-recorded reading this Globey? Yes.
So, just one other point. I keep going back into that. And Jaron and Austin
They're hard asleep.
They are flat out sleeping like babies.
Yeah.
It's almost like a weight was lifted off their shoulders.
Yeah. I maybe it was. That'd be good. All right. Yes. So much CGI background. Andrew Johnson says, member for 20 months, have you used Dave to check for cell service? Dave's not here, man. Have you used Dave to check for cell service? I don't know. I did not bring the cell service thing now. The trundle wheel, the magnetometer, those things we're going to do at a different time. We like it. It was a whirlwind to set this all up. So, oh, that reminds me. Let me go back. What? The red bags. I'm going back to the red bags. Yep. Going back to the red bag. Okay, the red bags. So why is everything like, why are we here with like, we did all this planning and we're like, we had to like, some things are back, some things are here. So we were unsure how we were going to have this, where we were going to be for sure. We knew that all of camp is in shadow at in the middle, like at 2:30. So we couldn't just do it at camp. And we're like, well, maybe if we're on the far end of camp. It turns out that wouldn't have worked. So Will had talked with the owner, and so in the end they set up this remote camp. So we get to camp. Big red bag. I gotta back up to the big red bag. We're on the plane then. We get off the plane with the big red bag and our carry-ons. There's lots of carry-ons and everything. And it's actually quite windy there. And then we get into the orange thing, and then we ride to camp. Our check bags were not there. Our check bags were brought later. It's like an hour later before the check bags show up. So we get our orientation. We're milling around. We go to the different stuff, and we look, and then our check bags show up. In the meantime, we're like, here's the plan. The plan is we're going to go to the remote viewing place. We're going to set up over there. This is from Will, and Will's like, everybody can do what they want, but I think it'd be great to go over there. So everybody's like, yeah, let's go. And ALE set up a nice place for us, and so there's no complaints about it. They've been fantastic. So we've got our we've got now, we're going to eat at 7, and then at 8 we're going to load up the orange thing and go. So we have a little bit of time. So we go back to our tents. We shuffle through, picking out the things that we want, leaving the things we don't. Do I want this? Do I want this? Do I need this? What this? And so it was a little bit of a like not as planned, initially, and so we pick out the things we need and leave what we don't, because we didn't bring all of our clothing here. We're here for 24 hours, maybe more, maybe not, but we're gonna go back to the main camp for meals tomorrow, and since it's 3:41 a.m. and breakfast is at 8 or 9. What time's breakfast? Yeah, I don't know.
It's 3:45 in the morning,
I know.
and we're still not asleep.
Do you want to say hi?
All right, let's say hi. Let's say hi. Say what's up.
They don't know you really.
Nobody knows me. I'm just a normal person. Hey, everybody.
That's Lisbeth.
What's up? Yeah, we're just, Tune and I, the last one standing, it seems like.
Dave was out and he's like, I'm getting too cold.
Yeah. It's no, I mean, it is cold. It
got a
gotten
lot
colder.
colder.
It got
Yeah.
a lot colder. Yeah,
Yeah.
it got a lot colder.
It was t-shirts before, and now it's
Yeah, isn't that crazy? We arrived and it was t-shirts, and I mean, I wasn't in a t-shirt. Y'all were topless, but that's besides the point. But no, not you, but you know what I mean.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Yo. Hey, yo. But yeah, man, this is quite a sight to see out here. We are surrounded by lots of mountains, and it's very pretty, like at the very least, like just staring at God's creation. It's just very beautiful. I was just going to come out and just make sure that that's still running. Like we got to fight temperatures. We got to put toe warmers on things to keep our batteries warm. GoPro batteries suck. Even the Enduro batteries, like, it's not, this is a harsh climate. So I get it. Yeah.
Is this yours here or is that Jaren's?
That I believe is Austin's. And
Okay.
then mine was back there, but then I ended up moving it to Jaren's so that
yours is also on there.
Mine is there right on top of his, because I had one that I was gonna bring, but
and it's
we were told
moving
not to
with
wait.
Jaren's.
Yeah, see, it's sitting right on top.
Oh,
So we're gonna have like the same footage.
So there are 10.
Yeah, there are 10. That's what I believe Duffy
counted.
said that on his video.
I'm like, that's not one,
No,
and I counted that as only one
no,
instead
because I
of
had
two.
moved it, or else I would have had to
Yeah.
manually do it, which would have
So
been annoying. So
I'm pointing to the Jaren one there.
yeah, so
There.
like right here we have like the movable mount, and then Jaren's is the bottom, and mine is all the way at the top.
Jaren's on the bottom, and hers is on the over on
And
the
I
side.
just have
Okay,
it directly powered. So yeah,
cool.
but
That's awesome.
have fun with your
All right, thank
your
you.
crew, man.
All right. Anyway, I think I completed the story of how we got there. So it's almost 4. We eat at, I think, 8. So in 4 hours we're gonna go eat. So there's the hard end to the to the live stream. Oh my gosh. Okay. The harsh sunlight on this really shows all the dust on my keyboard and on my computer and everything. So all right. We got did anyone see the cracks in the ice wall, says Mr. E-Man? No cracks in the ice wall. No ice wall at all. I did get uninterrupted footage of leaving the boarding terminal in Punta Arenas to landing and finish taxiing in Antarctica. One continuous video. This is the thing. We've got 10 cameras going, right? That's the sun, right? Right. And so if you're like, I don't know, I'm not going to believe it. We're going to bring the evidence, right? We're going to publish it. You all can look it over, and you can really decide whether or not you think it's legit. I'm talking to Flatties, of course. I think pretty much everybody who's else knows. So yeah, we'll get as much of this published as we can. So anyway, here we go. We got the one I couldn't pronounce says apologies for not being able to pronounce your name, but says hello from Japan. Happy to see you there. Every time I watched your debates and debunkers, it was honey to my mind. Please say hi to Dave also. Well, he's gone inside. He might even go to sleep, but I will remind him that the person whose name neither of us could recognize says hi. So thank you very much for that. All right. So I'm wearing one thick glove and one thin glove so that I can use the computer with the thin glove. But I can't see the mouse very well because of the sunglasses that they said I had to wear. So we've got Earthrise, member for 43 months, says, what time is it there, Mike? Right now it is 3:46 a.m. So that's, even though that's not quite the right time, if we were to go purely like where the time zone would fall, that's the time for where I woke up this morning. And last night I went to bed about this time. Toads in my eyes says the sun is overhead here in Massachusetts. Weird. It wasn't 10 minutes ago. Hit the thumbs up, fellow pizza disc wizards. Thank you for that. There you go. We got, all right. Super One USA says Terra Plana Evidencia Ale Acabao Ganhao O Pirata. I'm guessing that Terra Plana at the beginning there means that you think the earth is flat. Of course it's not. That's the sun. Explain it. You can't. You're done. Here we go. We got Annalise Knapp says the flirfs in the chat are coping so hard. Yes. They're going to cope. If you can't explain this with, science, math, geometry, evidence, physics, if you can't explain it, don't try. Just give up. Right? Word salad won't do it. You don't just get to say words. You have to actually do things. Produce a testable hypothesis. We did that. The 16 experiments that we're doing, testable hypothesis. Right? I take the globe. I make a prediction from it. Right? How long will the shadow be? This long. Okay. If it's not that long, then what? It's not right. How high will the sun be in angular elevation? We can test that. And if it's not that, then there's something wrong. For flat earth, how high should it be in angular elevation? Me no. That's not an answer. You need to know. If you say the earth is flat, there's consequences to it. But yeah, flirfs, cope is what you're going to do. Ooh, a little wind coming up. Josh Garver says, where's the edge of the dome? There's no edge. There's no dome. We found out because the dome would have to be that way, but the sun's that way. And flatties say the sun is that way. They say it's bouncing off the dome. Well, then we'd see it that way too if it's going to bounce off the dome. Absolutely. Ocelot says a very famous and loved Israeli singer passed away, and one of her most iconic songs is actually titled Antarctica. I find it a bit symbolic. R.I.P. Corin Alai, 1955 to 2024. There you go. And then it looks like a Hebrew name or something. So the wind is actually a little bit. So can you hear me fine? Causing my glasses to fog up. Okay. I think I'll go without. We got Storm Chaser Patrick Pineda says, became a new member. Yay. Thank you very much for that. We got Technics One says, how was the flight? Did the group track the sun? The sun was behind the plane for a lot of the trip. So we didn't track the sun, but they were looking at, I didn't know what they were doing, but they were looking at the compass to make sure that they were going south. Compasses don't work fantastic in planes, but they can work a bit. Apparently they did enough for them to be happy that they were traveling south. So that's good to know. Siggy Sigwald says, hey, tube with the 24-hour sun, to which time zone are you currently bound? Central Standard Time? No, We are Chilean time, which is 3 hours from Central Standard Time. Cavafax says, saludos a todos los tipis llorando. Thank you for that. I don't know what that means, but thank you very much. We got Silver Phoenix Rising says, is Witsit hiding in the tent? Witsit is sleeping. So is Jaren and Critical Think and some other, and Mark Herman. So totally fine. I think it's okay for them to sleep. So good for them. Anyway, bunch of nerds in the desert. Yep. Professor Phil Bill says, boom goes the flat earth nonsense. 4 p.m. in Melbourne. Awesome. For that. Yeah, they're in trouble. Yeah, Icy Spin says, bunch of nerds in the desert. That's what we are. It's a desert. It's a cold desert. Luke Venables says, proof of live, Bruins are up 5-6 over the Canucks. There you go. That sounds like hockey to me. How about proof of live? It's cold. Icy Spin says, can you send me your phone location screen DM? Oh, I showed it. I showed it on screen here. That's pretty cool. You all know exactly. I mean, you could zoom into the spot live if you could program a satellite, hijack a satellite. Rick says, have you turned on the Potato app yet? Oh, no. Oh, no. The Potato app. Thank you for that. All right. This is great. So, Flat Earth Dave, I've never given Flat Earth Dave's app permission to have my location before. But I'm going to do it now because right here, Douchebag Dave, the potato, says TFE during your countdown, NASA spent 69 million. Doesn't matter, Dave. You're the liar. All right. He's selling some garbage there for referrals. And there it is. There's the app. Now, let me check. I'll take a screenshot of it. Hey, Dave. Your app's wrong. Dave. Hey, Will, I got Flat Earth Dave's app up right now. It's broke. You want to come look at this? Sure. It's got the sun there.
Oh.
And we're over here. We're here.
Oh boy.
We're here. It's got the sun there. It's wrong, Dave.
Oh.
How embarrassing. Plus it has the moon closer.
I don't see a moon.
No moon, Dave. Dave's not here, man.
Let's pull. He needs to do the right thing and pull the app.
Yeah, pull the app, Dave. It's time. You're leaking people's data already. Pull the app. Now, I set it to not be able to have my location, and so it didn't ask. So I'm going to update that so it can ask. And then it will be here in the database. The database. So that my location will be leaked publicly in Dave's app that has no security on it. Oh no, it's not here. It's not asking me. I don't know why.
It's cold, by the way.
It's got cold.
Yes, it's cold.
It's cold. I don't know why. I don't know how to make it ask me.
Relaunch the app. Close it.
Oh my goodness.
There you go. Close it out.
Okay.
And then reopen it.
reopening
See if
it.
asks you.
It's not asking me.
There. Oh,
You can hide and combine buttons, blah, blah. It's not asking me for my location right now.
strange.
Oh, too bad. Now, I had said in a live stream I was going to do this. Well, I didn't update the app. Maybe it did, and I didn't. Anyway. There's Friend Finder update. Friend Finder's down, Dave.
Has there ever been a blue dot on his app in Antarctica?
There have been,
That's interesting.
which is funny. Yeah.
Man, it is cold.
Yeah.
It is cold. Wow.
I got to do this now.
Yes, I'm gonna go in and warm up.
All right. All right. Potato app. There you go. No worky. All right. We got Sung Young Kwan for 20,000 won. Says pretty cool. Thank you very much for that, Sung Young Kwan. We got Monkey Cat Pat Pat says Austin gave up and gone to bed yet. He has, in fact. We got I'm sorry. IOPNC1 for $5 says my phone can't take a good moon photo. Frowny face. Oh, sorry. It can be tough. But they usually can, but anyway. Philip Leach for $10 Aussie says this is a super chat. It is in fact a super chat. Good on you, mate. Aldi 5 comments says became a YouTube member. Thank you very much, Aldi 5. We got Lisa says, hey, King Crew, the king of the bottom world of Gravity Tune will return your book, right? Right? I want to, if I can, in Miami on the way back, but I'll have to go. I'll have to go through customs in Miami on the way back. So that's a little time consuming. So we'll see if that can happen. Diane in California has a super sticker for $5. Thank you very much, Diane in California. We got Professor Phil Bell says history made, baby, book read live from Antarctica. Exactly. And finished by a flat earther. That was Jonathan, who was a flat earther. We got Storm Chaser Patrick Pineda says, I am disheartened to see the abuse Jaron is taking from his fans. He's doing a brave thing today. You know, Jaron knew. Jaron's brave. He's got a runway. Atlas 355 says Jaron bought the compass to make sure the plane was heading south. No kidding. He didn't want to be fooled. Yep. That's right. Jaron knocks it out of the park. Silver Phoenix Rising for $5 says the Flurfs better have brought plenty of copium. They're doing fine. Don't be dissing on them. Got nothing but good stuff for them right now. Sparky NJ says, from the look and sound of the ground, what are the chances of that globe versus flat snowball fight? 0. I'll tell you what, I'll grab a chunk of snow. I'm going to put on the thicker mitten or glove here before I do that. And if you know snow, you will recognize this will be a familiar snow that has certain conditions that have to happen for it. So hold on. So you got this fluffy on top, right? And then underneath it, you've got this layer of rigid snow, right? And then underneath it, another layer of fluffy that just kind of comes apart. So that's what you got. You have this, and sometimes it's kind of a challenge to walk on it because you'll step and it'll break. Oh, I don't want it on my keyboard. You step and it'll break like that, right? So that's what happens. So yeah, that kind of snow does not make snowballs. It's already in chunks, but it would hurt. All right, got to put the glove back on. This one. All right. Oh my goodness. Jen for $20 says the next Flurf goalpost. It's turtles all the way down. We were joking about that on the plane with some of the other people today. So that was funny. Silks 666 for 5 pounds says something for whatever it's needed for. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. JSS Tiger for $10 says, ho, 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 Merry Globemas to Austin and Jaron. Hey, let me tell you, don't be getting on them. Give them time. Give them whatever. They'll figure it out. All right. I'm not gloating at them at all. So, Soul Watcher Paranormal says under a table. Love you guys. Oh yeah. They're napping under a table. There's nowhere else to go to sleep than that anyway. So the tents are pretty cool. So I have the action cam. It started recording at the beginning of this. I don't know if it still is, but it just goes and goes. I record a lot with it, and I recorded the tent. You'll see on that when I publish it. We got Super Spreader for 5 Canadian says, I'm in Whitehorse, Yukon, 66 degrees north. We party until 11 p.m. and the sun's still up. That's all the proof that was needed. That's true. But now the flat earthers say that there is a 24-hour sun in the hold on. They say that there is a 24-hour sun. So in the north. So, all right. Oh, Nerial. I got numbers for you. All right. Nerial. Can you write this down? First, you'll need my latitude. And I'll show it again for everybody. Right there. Can you read it? Can you see it? There it is. There's where I am. So my latitude is 79 degrees, 44 minutes, 24 seconds south. All right. You get that? Somebody write it. Somebody who knows Nerial, write it down. And I measured I did a reverse Eratosthenes, which is pointing south. Sorry, pointing north. The stick is 185.5 and the shadow is 828.0 centimeters, both of them centimeters. So can you do that math? Add it to your spreadsheet. Robin Cases, put on your sunglasses. I did. Yeah, and you're right. The UV is stronger here. There we go. We got Bobby Ellis for $5. It's amazing how the Globe people are all excited. Flurfs are sleeping away, a chance to prove their worldview. Well, before getting on the plane this morning, everybody knew what was going to happen. Just watching what happened in Punta Arenas in the south made it very obvious. Eddie Reese says, epic snowball fight must happen. Well, you know what we might do? We might play a little ultimate. We threw a frisbee back and forth for a while. It was nice. Slithery says 2:30 a.m. Why is the sun up? I know. Oh my gosh, I'm not catching up. There's 127 more super chats. The sun was there when I started, and now it's there. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Silver Phoenix Rising says, Tune, did you confirm that snow isn't salt? I did. I drank some. I drank some snow. All right. Absolutely Axolotl says shadow on the ground don't prove lights in the sky. Geometry does. Laddies, come on. Oh, look, there's a snowmobile coming from way off. Jin for $20 says you should all watch the movie The Thing 1982 version while you're down there. I've heard that we should watch that. I don't think we will. I don't know if we're going to watch any movies at all. When we were in the hotel room, I just moved the TV off the stand. I didn't want to see it. Yeah, there's 2,500 of you watching. I'm in Antarctica. This is amazing. It's just amazing. There's the sun again. There's the sun again. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Tell you, it's 4 a.m. and there's a snowmobile pulling up from ALE right now. This is nuts. How's my battery? Battery's full. Okay. Todd's Tech Tale says, what's the dip angle to the Cations? It's all the Cations down here. Silver Phoenix Rising says, don't pick up any stray dogs while you're down there, Tune. Dude, when we went to the eclipse, we picked up a stray dog, or a sort of a stray dog. Donkey. M Shedler 49 for $20 says, your outfit is Minnesota approved. Way to represent. I started the stream by going down to just a t-shirt, but the temperature has dived. It really has. It's a lot colder. Eduardo Ferrero for $5 says, please cut some slack to Jaron. He's more honest than I expected. He is not a Nathan. So kudos to them. How do you feel now about them? Please be kind. Jaron's awesome. Yeah. No doubt. I knew this is what his reaction was going to be, that he's like, yep, does that. He's not done. He needs support. He needs our support. Joel for $2 says, can you see Venus 45 degrees right of the sun? It's too bright. The sky is just blue. There's not one cloud. Oh, there's a couple back there. Just a couple clouds. It's amazing. It's just amazing. It's cold, but it's just amazing. Bob says, are you collecting enough data to debunk the coffee cup caustic crap? Yes. That's the sun. That's the sun hanging up there. There's nothing. Slithery says, does Rusty have cold paws? Rusty's not here, but yeah. Dave talked about Rusty a little bit. ZZINOJ Zinaj for $5 says, so Witsit is wrong. We can go to Antarctica. Yup. We can. Dubai? Oakley? Oh, everybody that says you can't go. We're here. Super Spreaders for 5 Canadian says, good for you getting on Rumble. If any audience needs to hear this news, it's the Rumble crowd. Yes. Man, I got on Rumble to verify that the live stream was working, and wow, were they nuts on there. That was definitely nuts. So PhD Tony says, have you asked Whitson and Jaron to point out the ice wall? Neither of them were really ice wall guys. So Soul Watcher Paranormal for 199 says, don't lick the phone. It's getting to the temperature where it would be bad news to lick something metal. All right. We got Josh Garver says, lick it. I triple dog dare you. One of the best movies ever. Golden Knight is a new member, or is a member for 9 months. Says, did you remember to bring the penguin costume? I would have loved to bring a whole bunch of things, but I was right at the limit for the weight for the bag, and then I had 2 carry-ons. So I was right on the edge. So we got a new member, Nutshell Theology. Thank you very much, Nutshell. Glad to have you here. We got Matthew a lot says for 5 Australians says, look nice and warm as it's 35C here in Sydney, Australia. It's not 35C here. We got Motorhead My Goat says, have you offered Whitsit a lemon snow cone yet? No, not supposed to do that. Indie Tiger Sci-Fi Review for $5 says, if you're rubbing your eyes, maybe just put sunglasses back on. Yeah, I did. Patrick Oliveira says for, let's see, 2 reals, says Brazilian flat earthers are saying it's CGI. Sad. If they're saying that, they're not truthers, they're liars. I'm standing here right now. But there's more to it. There's 10 cameras. The data for those 10 cameras will be published. You can analyze that and then prove that that is all CGI too. If you can't prove that it's all CGI, then you're a liar. How do you say you're a liar in Brazilian Portuguese? Brazilian flat earther is how you say it. Soltex says Whitson and Jaron sleeping off the embarrassment. It was tough for them, right? Eating crow sucks. But they're good. They're good. No hate on them for that. So Storm Chaser Patrick Pineda says, for Dave, can you recommend a decent budget mirrorless camera for a newbie? Recommendations for filming clouds. Let me take a screenshot of that. Because Dave's not here, man. Where's my cursor? All right. I cannot see the cursor. There you go. Took a screenshot. And I'll get it to Dave later. All right. Oh. Hold on.
I have the cable of heat.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, Lee, we're going back to camp and asked if I needed anything.
Oh.
I was like, yeah, warm hands, please. Only came out to check.
Here's a question for you.
Okay. For Dave, can you recommend a decent budget mirrorless camera for a newbie?
And there's more for photographing clouds.
Well, photographing clouds bit shouldn't make too much of a difference in terms of camera choice. It's very tricky because budget and mirrorless are kind of, yeah, on the spot there. Honestly, and this might sound like a bit of a cop-out, there isn't really a wrong answer for it. Any budget mirrorless camera these days, they're all much of a muchness. If you're photographing clouds, just general photos, you don't need anything crazy in terms of specs. I would more just find a decent camera that is within your budget. I don't know what the budget is. There's no such thing as really a budget camera. If you're learning photography, it's more like it's kind of like learning to drive, right? Just buy any budget car you can and just practice. The technique is far more important than the actual camera itself. There we go.
Awesome.
I'd say that would be it.
Thanks, Dave.
No worries.
All right. We got Huge Arse. Huge Arse says, is there any concession from the Flurfs that we weren't lying and we're only trying to help? Not from them yet. So, all right. Here we go. You think about it, like they were wrong on this. If they were fooled on this, then you need to have some self-introspection. This you got wrong. Other things you potentially got wrong too. Be aware that you're fallible, and the decision-making process that brought you to thinking that there is no 24-hour sun or that you can't go there is probably the same process that you used for other things that you hold to be true. Be aware of that. Greg Ware says, I hope you get sunblock. You'll look like an Aussie. I did. I put on sunblock. I brought sunblock. The Antarctic Express says, some say there's a lake between the Antarctic ice. Lake Antarctica. It's not as good because there's no TT caca. Your pal Al for $2 says, for Glober Mom. Thank you for that. Yeah, so sad. For Glober Mom. Matthew Sims for $5 says, what did you predict Flurfs other than those present will say about their findings of the experiments you're doing live? Well, I know because I've already encountered them. They say it's a straw man, but when I say, well, what's the correct answer? They don't give a correct answer. So it's not a straw man. Plus I use the AE map and other claims that they've said. So it's not a straw man. I just applied physics, optics, and geometry. Oath Sworn says, I hear even Antarctica has beggars, especially ginger ones. Make some great memories, guys. William Foley says, man, those Sataloons have great global coverage. They do. We have. Starlink is rocking it. Lisa says, did the Flurfs bring sleep masks to block the sun? I think they did. Tells you what we need. I looked for the sun 45 or Venus. There's no stars out that I can see at all. Samuel Robotham, I was only kidding, has been a member for 40 months, says, don't forget to take the time to just enjoy Antarctica. Absolutely. Now, this first 24 hours is the important time. We are here for a reason. It's go, 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 go. Like when we got here, it was a whirlwind. We're just going and going and going. And then everything was set up. And then we just we're like, now what? We waited for the live stream, basically. Will did his, then I prepped for mine, and here I am. Jordan W says, I love how you and Dave are so giddy. Children at heart never change. You guys are the best. Thank you. Tell ya, we had a lot of fun. Dave's a great amount of fun. Maybe we can go live on his channel tomorrow. Wouldn't that be great? Medicinal Mass Media for $2 says, and Flat Earth goes silently into the night. Bye. It's night. Bye, Flat Earth. You see? Because it's night and the sun's up. Soul Watcher Paranormal says, wait, show us our own chat for the Flurfs. Show us our own chat for the Flirts. I know what you're talking about. Show us our own chat. I don't know what that means. All right. Jonathan 1776 says, will you show your camp? So, well, I showed this little camp here, but yeah, I'll show the camp over there. Tell you what I'll do. I will record the camp. I'll go all around camp. I'll get a good video of it with the action cam, and I'll publish a video of just a tour of the camp. That's just all it is. So I'll do that. I'll put that on Conspiracy Tunes. So watch for it over there. We've got Alyssum says for $5. Aussie says, have the Flirts gone to search for the dome yet? Of course, with suction cups to start climbing it. No, they're currently sleeping. Josh Garver says for $5, if the Flat Earth guys are all asleep, what would the sea? Are they waiting for Santa? It's my third. Are they waiting for Santa? No. Justin Maxwell for £5 says cation, not cation. The T is from the prefix and the I is from the suffix. So no SH sound from the TI. I know that. So the rest of the story is he read this paper and he said sodium is the major cation. I had him read it 3 times. Then I asked him what cation meant. He got it wrong. I said, it's not cation, it's cation. It means a positively charged ion. He goes, no, it doesn't. It means the category ion. That's what he said. I said, oh, you're doubling down. He goes, I'm tripling down. I'm like, dude, you are. Wow. And this was a guy who claimed that he is a mechanical engineer. Mechanical engineering requires at least 1 year of college level chemistry, in which you would have heard the term cation, because it's one of the jokes that every chemistry teacher says. They sell some joke about cations. Palstia Parek for 2,500 CLPs, Chilean pesos, says, even I haven't slept properly since yesterday, out of excitement, tracking the flight, etc. By the way, what is the magnetic declination there? Should be some crazy. I don't know. We haven't done the magnetic portion of the experiment yet. I'll probably do that when we get back to when we're at camp. So we've got like the camera based things here where we need a good clear view of the sun, and then we have the non-camera based stuff that we can do over there separately, because this isn't just one thing, right? There's 17 different experiments that we're doing, and and a couple more too. So all of them together as a package, you don't get to run away from. You don't get to say, nuh-uh. Darkstar 4400 says, the two of you could do a terrific buddy comedy. I'll write the script. Let's do it. We're also kind of giddy because we're a little wacky. $50 from Tube Spanner. Wow, thank you very much. Says, this is some amazing YouTube right here. Literally doing your own research and turning it into superb content. Bravo. Top tip, avoid any dogs with tentacles coming out of them. We've seen the thing and it didn't end well. Jared just got up. Hugo Perez for $5 says, in the Spanish community, Iru Landucci did not want to say anything about Jaren's trip to Antarctica. I'm not surprised at that. I wonder if he'll get to host Globebusters anymore. Benemaru for $5 says, Globies versus Flatties snowball fight. No, we could. I joked about doing a Globies versus Flatties ultimate frisbee game. So, Roland, my boulder. What's up, Roland? Says, show serial numbers on battery and why number it. All right. here is the battery right here. Oh, this isn't my battery. I'm borrowing this battery. So there's no number on this battery. But my batteries I have a number on it, and they're written in silver Sharpie, and they're written that way so that if you have a problem with it, you know which one has a problem with it. I numbered everything thanks to Roland, my boulder. Thank you very much for that. It's been helpful. Like, I numbered the different hard drives that I gave out to people, and then I marked down when I gave them out. I numbered all of my SD cards, and in the journal, I'm like, okay, I use this SD card for this. I use this SD card for this. So like today, the 14th of December, which I'm considering the 14th, the SD card for this guy here. It's still recording. The SD card for this guy here will get parked, and I won't use it. Oh, let's see. I brought it over. I didn't even show it to you. Right there. The SD card that's in there will get put up in the into the thing, and then the next one will get used. So what is recorded on there will be brought back on there, but I will also make copies of it. So, okay, this is my battery. This one is serial number 2. It's also got my sticker on it. So we know the owner. This is me. I own this. Will owns this. He didn't mark any of his. So that's the difference. So I know which is mine, and I know which one. And so that's good. It makes it a little better. Thank you, Roland, for that great idea. It's probing time. 666 says, oh, there's Jared. Probing time 666 for $6.66. Ozzy says, MC29, please put on your sunnies. You've got tired eyes, and combine that with super glare, and they're really sore. Yes, you're right. Joel says, can we see Venus 45 degrees right of sun? Still no. We got Algorithm says for $5. First want to ride off into the sunset, but they don't know which way to go. So sad. So Jeremy's out here checking his camera. He's making sure it's going. Is it tracking?
So far.
All right. What's that?
Her GoPro keeps turning off, but mine's tracking.
Oh, yeah. Liz's GoPro isn't going. She's having some trouble with it. Jared had some issues at first. It wasn't going, but he fixed it all. So, we got Astro Kate. Sathix says, put on your sunglasses, protect your eyes. I did. I'm wearing them. Calder Vasold says, you got something running up on you fast behind you. It'd take an hour to get from. It's so far away. We got Jonathan 1776 for $2 says, can you show us your camp and your breath? It is so dry here that you can't really see breath. Nope. But I did show the camp. That building there is where we're all sleeping tonight. So this is a temporary spot. We'll be in the main camp later. So Coxie Norm says, still love your work, mate. Well done. Thank you very much. Hey, Will is the mastermind behind this amazing thing. Shepherd for $10 says, big problem here in Ohio. The government has turned on their darn cloud machines and have been hiding the sun for the past week, making it impossible. It's all rigged. I hope the wolf pack in Australia got some good pictures. Frigid Point 4 says for 349 THBs. Is that Thailand? Something that starts with B? It says, hello, Dave and Mike. It's noon in Thailand and the sun is above my head. Well, I guess I got Thailand right. And yeah, that's pretty cool. Thailand is, are you on the, no, Thailand isn't on the Tropic of Capricorn. So it's a bit north of where it was, right? John Malaya for 2 Australians says, what was the food like and what was it? The food was very good. So there's a reason why Will, if you watched Will, why he brought up the food. And that's because a flatty told him, oh, haha, you think that you're going to have food made by a chef in Antarctica because this flatty thought that you can't even go here. So the food was really good. They had a pretty sweet kitchen here. So we had ribs, mac and cheese, baked salmon, some eggplant something. I think custom made bread, 2 different kinds. Cookies, like homemade cookies. Like this is pretty serious stuff here. Peter Lynn for $10 says, will Jaron or Austin change their stance on the shape of the earth after this experience? I don't know. Time will tell. I think this is they can't reject this, and so they're like, we got to go back to the drawing board. You never got off the drawing board, of course, right? Because there was never any answer for anything anyway. So, I don't know. It's a tough one. Michael Cock has a €6 super chat, but no message. So thank you very much for that, Michael Cock. Indie Tiger Sci-Fi Review says it's currently 1:06 a.m. in Washington, D.C. It's currently 4:33 a.m. in Antarctica. At least this part of Antarctica. We got Darkstar 4400 says 11:06 in Colorado. And then Brianna Johnson, Sam's favorite person, says, are the Flurfs using the AE map for navigation? Nobody's ever used that for navigation. But what's interesting is that some do claim that it's in autopilots. How would they know? The thing is, though, that autopilots don't even use a map. Autopilots, you tell it what waypoint to go to, and it just goes to that waypoint. John Malayo says for 5 Australian, does this mean Dave Weiss app of the Flat Earth technically does not work anymore? Well, it never did work. We know that it never worked. So pull your app, Dave. You suck. Michael Green for $10 says, nobody ever knows they're burnt until after they got burnt. Please put on your sunglasses and cover that pale and pasty skin. Okay. And then this one here, all right, this makes me want to take them back off so that Wolfie would do this again. Thank you so much. Wolfie is awesome. For $100, Wolfie says, put your sunglasses on, please. I got it. Thank you so much, Wolfie. Wolfie's been great. Critical Think, thank you for letting Critical Think be your representative for Wolfpack here. He's been great. He's been my roommate in Punta Arenas. He's my roommate here. He'll be my roommate again. I woke up the other morning and he goes, hey, you snort a whole bunch. I'm like, I didn't hear it. What are you talking about? Thank you very much, Wolfie. Love you. Roland My Boulder for $5 says, I have long asked for a cam observing cam, and now that you've done that, what is next? Meta cams, watching cams, focusing, watching on the cams watching. That's what it is, because there's 3 Insta360s right there. And they see each other. So, and there was a fourth one. I don't know where the fourth one is. I don't know why it's not going. That was going to live. I know why. It was going to live stream to Candace's channel, but apparently Insta360s can only live stream through a phone, and that phone has to have cell service. We don't have cell service here. So I was on a debate where I showed a measurement I used with the Theodolite app out of a plane window, and it was a dip of the horizon. It was a crisp horizon. I took it myself, and he's like, "No, you didn't take it. You didn't show me taking it on a camera." I'm like, seriously. He actually is thinking that that's the necessary thing for evidence. It's just dishonesty. Liquid Flame says, have the Flurfs with you conceded yet? Will they? They conceded. They came onto Will's stream and had said some words, and what Jaron said, I would say that was concession. What Austin said, I would say, is concession, conceding that yes, there is a 24-hour sun. So, right, they ate crow. Good for them. So, Road Trip Michigan Way Pants for 5 Canadians says, did you look at your location in Weiss's Flat Earth app Friend Finder yet? Well, Friend Finder is not currently online in the app, thanks to some people that are in the chat right now. Yeah, so thanks for, yes. I pulled it up a little bit ago, and it didn't even ask for my location, so I'm not sure. Oh, did it not ask because I don't know why it didn't ask. So Steve Revel says, fail today on sunspots, cloudy and windy tomorrow. All right, thank you. Gabe T for $5, but no message. Thank you very much, Gabe T. GM for 10 New Zealand dollars for Kiwi bucks says, you got to put on your sunglasses. The ozone hole makes the sun way worse than anything you're used to in Minnesota. Just because it's cold doesn't stop the UV. Oh, it wasn't the cold, it was the brightness that I was like, hey, I'm fine, but you're right. There's still no clouds. Jeez. Still no clouds. Oh, do I look red? It said sunscreen. Oh, I missed it. I haven't put on sunscreen for a little while, and I didn't get your super chat on screen or read it. I'm still messing up this a little bit here. These gloves make it hard, plus it's hard to see. So anyway, Monkey Cat Pat Pat for $5 says, can we get 10 Antarctic push-ups under the midnight sun? Not right now. I'm too tired and cold. Michael Cock again said for €6, but no message. I don't know. Maybe sometimes it doesn't let it go through because it doesn't like what you say. I don't know. Clarence AS2 has been a member for 6 months. Says, my hope for your trip was you would have good weather, leaving no excuses. It's worked out perfect. This is the best possible weather, right? This is fantastic weather. You know what? I'm going to give you a different view. Because I can give you a view of these mountains here. I got to move this. Come on. There we go. There it is. I never see mountains at home in Minnesota even. So... all right, got that one. Again, another from Michael Cock for €2, but no message. That's weird. Are you trying to say something? I don't know. Gabe T says, hello. because it's amazing how if we all set our differences aside, we can make the world a much better place, regardless of the shape. Definitely. I'm going to bring this down a little more so that you can see that with the super chat on the screen. Yep. It's been good. It's been good. I read that already. We got Ole Andreas Sather for 100 Norwegian kroners. It says on the 13th of December in 1911, Ronald Amundsen and his party of Norwegian explorers reached the South Pole, beating Robert Falcon Scott and his team by a full 33 days. Yes, very cool. We talked about that today. One of the teams brought enough food, and another of the teams brought enough dogs. General E. Shady says, build tiny ice wall, put a plastic bowl on it. Flat Earth. Yes. Man of War member for 6 months has been away for a while. Still can't follow fully, but I'm glad to be here for this. Have a great final experiment, guys. Thank you very, very much. I hope to see you back soon. Roland My Boulder says, 1, who gave you the idea of the burner? 2, must be coming. Liquid Flame says, most modern phones will take multiple digital SIMs. Yeah. That wasn't the path I chose, though. So I have an iPhone, so I don't know if I could do it in an iPhone. I suppose that would be all right. Anyway, Dirt Bike is a member for 11 months, says sunglasses. Man, there was a long time people were trying to get a hold of me until Critical Think walked out. Will's Paradise for 20 Australians says, having so much fun watching along. I love the Flurfs won't be able to whine about the sun being obscured by the mountain. Yep, that was the right thing to do to get over here. Keith Yarborough for $4.99 super chat, but no message with it. Thank you very much for it anyway. David Larman for 20 New Zealand says, just watch other guys flat earth replay. They say the sun goes behind the mountain. That's when you will fake it, and they don't believe everything ground staff are telling them. Enjoy your trip. You're not going to win. Well, yeah, no, this is a win. When flat earthers lie, we win. So if they're going to lie about stuff, we win, right? That's how it works. When they lie, we win. David Larman for 20 Kiwi dollars says, just watch. Oh, no, that one I already read. Got another saying from Keith Yarbrough, put on your sunglasses. I appreciate your concern, and I'm glad that Critical Think got out. Steve Revel says, got some photos and videos. C-Star SSO S50. Oh, good. Is this for maybe the sun observation? Awesome. Send them to sun@mc2.net. Soul Watcher Paranormal says, I want to hear the story before your lips freeze. My lips are good. I'm feeling a little wind coming from behind. So what am I going to do here? I got a hood. I want to get the right hood. We get the blue hood. Here we go. Coming. Maybe not. Hey, Dave. They're being mean to me.
You never said you were doing a sunrise to sunset stream.
That's a couple months here.
We'll send the plane back.
All right. Jiffy Cones has been a member for 15 months. Says, breaking news. Flurfs cry. Salt prices plummet. Andy Tiger Sci-Fi Review for $20 says, thank you for putting on your sunglasses. Thank you, Wolfpack, for getting it done. Wolfpack gets things done. Let's see. Elgster for 50 Norwegian kroner says, any interesting discoveries yet? Well, we did not yet find the entry to the center of the hollow earth. But nobody said interesting. I told Jared, I said, Jared, you need to take back that word. What are you going to do to take back that word? He hasn't done anything, right? Okay. There we go. Getting better. I have lots of gear, that's for sure. Did Dave bring his dog? No, Dave did not bring his dog.